Hi, welcome to the Module 3 of the Data Migration Framework course. I am Krupesh Desai, your trainer for this course and the author of the book Data Migration Framework. In this training, we will learn about the second iterative component of the framework, that is, data quality. Having dwelled into the first four component of the data migration framework, we now focus on the elephant in the room, the data quality. We will first analyze the potential characteristics of the legacy data to be deemed high quality for data migration, and later we will review the quality controls for measuring and improving the data quality over multiple iterations. In this session, we will also explore the significance of data quality and the repercussions of poor quality of legacy data on the data migration progress and eventually the business continuity after the migration. Let's first understand the concept of quality on its own. The quality of anything, such as clothes, pen, air, or any object, matters when you use it or consume it. Similarly, the quality of the legacy data matters when it is used to initiate a new business system with the existing business data. Looking in the holy book of the data management body of knowledge, it says data quality refers to the characteristics of high quality data and also the processes used to measure and improve the data quality. Now let's try to understand the impact of poor or bad data quality. Imagine filling a new city reservoir with water from an old contaminated source. Without filtrations and quality checks, the polluted water would flow through every tap in the city, affecting thousands. Now apply this on a poor data of the legacy system. Replace the water with data and city with your new business system. So with the poor data quality in the legacy system, you will contaminate the water of the new system and poison your decision making, customer service, and compliance. It's a reality that poor data quality in a legacy system could single handedly hamper your budgets and plan for the data migration. Gartner reports that data migration projects frequently surpass their budget by 25 to 100 percentage, primarily due to the mismanagement of the data quality issues. For a successful data migration project, one must clearly define the characteristics of high quality data to be deemed as fit for purpose, which is data migration, and what processes and measures will ensure the highest possible data quality in the migrated data. Poor or bad quality of legacy data invites three types of significant risk. The first, that the target system completely rejects a significant subset of the legacy data. Second, poor quality data enters the target system and disturbs the user interface and the business processes. And the third, poor quality data enters the target system and disturbs downstream data integration and reporting. In any data migration project, prioritizing the highest possible quality of the legacy data in the new business system is crucial. Therefore, the data migration plan must comprehensively address the current state of data quality and the strategies deployed to enhance the legacy data's suitability in the new system. Therefore, the data migration plan must comprehensively address the current state of data quality and the strategies deployed to enhance the legacy data's suitability for the new system. The widely used data quality dimensions are completeness, uniqueness, timeliness, validity, accuracy, and consistency. And it can be a sound choice to assess and describe the state of quality in the legacy data, which is within the scope of migration. While this dimension-based data quality assessment is the best method to determine the data quality before statistical or analytical use case, utilizing all these 6 dimensions to denote fit for migration data across the legacy system can be overcooked in tight frameworks and budget. In the same breath, I also want to emphasize that data migration is your golden opportunity to improve the overall data quality of the business data and establish standards and KPIs for data quality in the new system with enhanced business processes. For data migration purpose, legacy data is of high quality if it does not violate any constraint enforced by the target data structure and conforms to all the data quality audit checks before the upload. I loosely group these checks and constraint into two types of characteristics of high quality data for the migration. And the two types are validity and integrity. For example, only letters are accepted for a customer name, or only digits in a PIN code or gender code must be M, F, or U, which are data validity checks. In contrast, rejecting an order record from migration because the customer it belongs to is missing from the customer data ensures transactional integrity. Let's look at some examples of these data quality rules and the characteristics of data validity and data integrity. Some examples of data validity rule could be the customer name must have A to Z and only space. The phone number must have digits only. The customer date of birth must be less than a current date. Order date must be valid and in the certain format. These are all data validity checks. Whereas example of the integrity rules could be that product and customer data must exist to accept an order record from the customer, which includes products. Patient data must exist to accept a referral record from that patient. A referral must exist to create an appointment or waitlist record for that particular referral. So these are some examples of integrity rule. The physical data model of the target data structure can enforce data validity and integrity constraint. You must achieve this bare minimum data quality to load extracted and transformed legacy data into the target system. Whereas some constraint for data validity and integrity can be business process driven and not always coded as constraint in the physical data model. Its violation can pose a significant risk of causing user experience issues in the new target system, and it can potentially leave users with incomplete business processes and invalid state of record. For example, the new patient management system cannot process migrated patient appointments due to missing referral information, which was not migrated with the appointment. Therefore, a robust data quality audit is critical to reject invalid data out of the staged data for the migration. This data quality audit should ensure that the staged data for migration is not violating any business rule driven or business process driven constraint, and it is not going to break any UI or data transaction integrity in the new system. Check with your vendor about their process for such data quality audits, which can be as basic as custom SQL procedures to sophisticated business preload validations available in PEP, where an artifact called preload files are generated from stage data to represent how the data will appear in SEP to ensure that the data meets all the business needs. Reject invalid data from the migration with comprehensive log. Reject the data that fails any check or reject the data that violates any constraint and aim to achieve the highest possible throughput for the clean stage data. To achieve this, data quality audits and constraint in the target database should flow into the transformation part of the ETL. That's the T of the ETL. During the data transformation, identify and reject the low quality data from the migration for further rectification in the source system. And where possible, you can also implement some automated programmable data cleansing routine to improve the quality on the fly in the ETL. Please be aware that text field for phone numbers and addresses in the legacy system are the deathbed of the data quality expectations, and they demand significant time to develop and test data cleansing code. Secondly, intelligent people in your organization may have invented new ways within their team or department to utilize one or more attributes on the static user interface of the legacy system, which is not modified for years. Such innovative and diverse ways of data entry can prove really costly as a permanent leakage of data quality. To achieve high quality data migration, you will need your people to change their data entry habits on the legacy system. And you will also need your people leaders to rise to their responsibilities to ensure high quality data is entered into the legacy system. Unlike a legacy business system which is built decades ago, a new business system will likely to have more coherent and sophisticated data quality and integrity checks enforced in the physical data model as well as the user interface of the product itself. Therefore, preparing a list of all data quality checks in the target system from early on and accommodating these checks in the data migration code to flag invalid data will set up a foundation to identify, measure, and rectify poor data quality issues before they can cause unexpected behavior in the new system or halt the whole migration. A data quality report with a list of problems and the number of records affected must be produced and shared with the stakeholders to allocate ownership of manual data cleansing and identify low-hanging issues which is remediable by programming. New issues are expected to surface with each data migration test run. However, the number of rejected records due to poor data quality should eventually decline with continuous test runs, with the highest possible data quality achieved before the actual decommissioning. I used to engage stakeholders with data storytelling. Thanks to the enriched information captured during the each test run about the state of the data quality, I would further map that invalid data back to the team who have actually entered that data in the legacy system. That way, it helped me to set some ownership for manual data cleansing and also monitor teams who need data entry training refresh. A simple example of data quality reporting and data visualization to monitor and communicate the state of the data quality are here in this slide. It's an example, it's just a representation on how you can capture the log and then later on use that to produce some data visualization and communicate a story of how the data quality has been over the multiple iterations and whether it's declining or increasing over a period of time, with the goal that it should eventually be at the minimum possible before you retire the legacy system. So, in conclusion, proactive data quality measurements with good data governance practices can significantly reduce the time and effort to prepare the legacy data fit for migration. However, in worst cases, with no formal data quality or data governance practices, a legacy decommissioning project can bring the golden opportunity to do things right in terms of improvising the data entry practices and uplifting the overall data quality of the legacy system in preparation for the retirement. And you can always continue the monitoring of the data quality in the new business system as well. So, leverage the fifth component of the data migration framework to assess, measure, and monitor the quality of the legacy data. This component should cover the questions about data quality listed here in this slide. Please have a look. And you should find these answers for your data migration project. You know the drill by now, right? Thank you so much. Please continue on the next video on the third iterative component, data integration.